About halfway through the season, and the Warriors are still struggling to be consistent on offense. Wiggins is having his most efficient season yet, but his field goal attempts and usage have trended down month by month. As a former 20-point per game scorer, Wiggins now has career lows in field goal attempts, minutes, and usage, even lower than his rookie year and when he was the third option behind Towns and Butler. But the Warriors are 11-4 when Wiggins has more than 23% usage, with two of those losses being blowouts to Brooklyn and Milwaukee in the first two games of the season. This means that with Green in the lineup, the Warriors are 11-2 when Wiggins has his career average usage. How does this compare with other high usage players on the team? Well, it doesn't really look like any other players correlate well with higher usage. So let's take a step back. What is usage? Usage is the number of plays a player takes out of the possible chances a team has when that player is on the court. The more a player's usage increases, the more it's important that they're making the right decisions quickly and consistently. So how has Andrew Wiggins' decision-making looked thus far in the season? On the drive, Wiggins is able to make a variety of passes. He can make the dump-off pass when the rim protector commits. Or he can throw the lob if it's available. He's also able to recognize when the defense leaves someone open or is in a vulnerable 2-on-1 situation. He makes the simple passes to the open man on the floor while drawing heavy attention when he drives. He also keeps his head up on the drive looking for cutters. He can throw early passes to the weak side or strong side corner depending on how the defense bends to his drive. He draws a lot of attention because of his threat at the rim, and he leverages that to create for his teammates. He is able to make some very tough, athletic, and accurate passes while deep in the paint and sucking in the defense. As the pick-and-roll ball handler, Wiggins is always a threat to score at the rim. He knows when to use screens and when to reject them with his quick first step. Bigs don't play up on the screen, and he closes the gap quickly with long strides and the ability to counter with a euro or spin if needed. Even when deep in the paint, he can recognize open shooters and hit them comfortably. He can also make the pocket pass to the roller if the big commits to him. Wiggins keeps his head up for multiple options and can see when actions are happening off-ball while processing his own advantage on-ball. He's able to get into pick-and-roll actions naturally by standing far behind the line and getting a screen at the three-point line. By doing this, he's able to catch and get a running start to the screen. Wiggins has had a lot of time in the post thus far. He's shooting a good percentage from the post, both on hook shots and fadeaways. While in the post, he keeps his eyes up and is watching for cutters or open shooters once the defense collapses or double teams. On the catch, when Wiggins is aggressive and makes decisions early, good things happen. His quick first step makes jabs and fakes deadly, and he can get to the rim with ease. When he's patient with the ball, he's able to see cutters and see holes in the defense when teammates cut. The biggest negative besides passive play has been over-reliance on pull-up jumpers. Wiggins is shooting 34.7% on pull-up long twos, and they are very rarely coming in the natural flow of the Warriors' offense. It's not surprising to see him hit a couple of these in a row, but for how much pressure he puts on the defense when he's aggressive, these pull-ups are exactly what the defense wants to see. These kinds of shots are useful in the clutch, but it's not what the Warriors are looking to have a steady diet of. Additionally, his ISOs also feel somewhat mechanical, kind of like he's not reacting to the defense. Something that has looked great all season though has been when Wiggins gets a big switched onto him. His confidence in this mismatch in pull-up shots are heavily reflected in the pull-up 3 percentage based on dribbles. He's not hesitant to take these opportunities and seems very comfortable in these situations. He doesn't settle and will go to the rim if the big closes out to him on the perimeter. In transition, Wiggins tries to push the tempo and look for early offense at the rim. He's improved in taking contact and trying to negate shot blocking. The team has also made an emphasis to try to push the pace off live boards and made baskets. It's often said of Wiggins that he's too passive, and that's what makes him so inconsistent. In my next video, I'll do a deep dive into back-to-back games, his best scoring game of the season against Utah, and then a bad game against the Lakers. I included every play where Wiggins gets a front court touch or sets a screen that becomes directly involved in his action. We'll dig into his decision making and see if he can be more aggressive with his touches in his bad games, and what clicks in his good games, and if the drop in usage is due to his own passiveness or something more. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.